Hi guys.
Hey, what's been going on?
So I see there's a couple people in here already. Let's read through these while we're waiting.
Sweaty.
Hello, anyone who's here.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, I didn't pop out the chat. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this.
Yeah, just pop it out.
Right. Just pop it. No, I wasn't gonna
paper bag them out and cinch them.
Wow. Okay. All right. So here's what we got. Let's see. Desert Living Homestead. That's Pedro. I see movement. Pedro and Patty. Did I get that right? I think I got that right. So they say, "Wow, I'm early." Haha. Hey, how are you doing, Pam and Brian? We're all right. And Leo says, "Hey guys, I got to check out your amazing work while helping Jim from GDP. I was aware that you guys were over here today, but we weren't
wish
here.
We would have been here, but
Sorry about that.
We had to go somewhere.
Hopefully everybody's still here. It is looking amazing. Thank you." Pedro says, "This time both Patty and I are here." He also says, "Hey, Leo." Then Leo says, "Hey, guys." So there's a conversation going before we got in here.
My drink and
Pedro says, good. Just sat down to wait till it starts. And you, Leo, how was your day? Cup of coffee in hand and wife by my side. So far, all is good. Relax. Omega Royal, got my drink and snacks too. Welcome. Let's see. Pedro says, "Hey, Omega. Yep, time to relax."
I'll be right back.
Pedro says, "Less than 4 minutos." We're at T-1 here.
Minutos.
Omega Royal, such a dramatic pose. Oh, I turned the camera on and stared off. Nikki Stern, what's up, prices? In all caps. Hey, Nikki. And or Craig. Taylor and Melissa. Hey there, y'all.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. So we're still a little early, so we won't dive in just yet. Got the new haircut. No more hat. The haircut is, what is it? It's over a week old. The haircut's like a week and a half old. So yeah, this is a week and a half old. So you can tell how short it was. But I'm starting to like it now. I don't know. We'll see.
I got shampoo in my eyeball.
Pam's got shampoo in her eye. She's like a 4-year-old. We should give her baby shampoo, I think.
I always get something in my eye.
So welcome, everybody. We got 4 people here. I still don't know whether one of those people is us or not. I don't even know.
I have hair stuck in my mouth.
David Edward Tolson, greeting from Korea to you both. Coffee time here. Good to see you, David. Thanks for joining from so far. Nikki says it's coming in nicely. Oh, the hair. Yeah. It doesn't look too bad now, but like I said, this is almost 2 weeks in. So I don't know if I want to buzz it down like that again, but it's comfortable. I'll tell you that for sure. It's
I'm sorry, I have hair.
I like the comfort factor.
I got hair in my mouth.
Well, that's because you put a bunch of goop on your face.
I got goop on my mouth
goop
and
face.
Then hair blue.
I have not shaved, so I shoveled some mulch today, so I'm kind of a mess.
Yeah, we were a mess.
So I think we're caught up. What's happening with everybody out there?
Is it
face goop?
Face goop.
How hot has it been in May so far this year?
The highest was like 95.
It got into the
day.
upper 90s, maybe. Yeah. It's been. We've had some hot days, but we've also had some surprisingly cool days. I think it's been good. It's been windy, not surprising, but I think it's been pretty good. We haven't hit 100 yet. I think Phoenix probably has a few times. It looks good. Pedro says it looks good. I don't mind it now. It's not bad.
It looks better now. I mean, he needs something on this little runway.
Yeah, it's just when she does, when you go down to a 1, the whole thing to a 1, I need a little left right in here, just a tiny bit.
That's the way I am. I like to have a little lift.
But unfortunately, that makes the haircut a lot harder, I'm sure.
I like to have a little poof right here.
A little poof.
Little poofy poof. Oh, look, I'm going.
We switch spots.
So I'm going bald. I will be bald.
You will be bald.
It's happening. I'm thinning out, but oh well, that's life, I'll just get a wig if I have to, or wear a hat. That's what my mom did. She was bald. Oh, now I'm done. Okay.
It's just gonna get
Shut
worse.
up, Pam.
Nikki Stern, you've got to come over for me to cut your hair. Are you talking about me or Pam?
You know how to cut hair, Nikki?
Craig said he'd want. Maybe that is Craig.
Craig, do you want to cut my hair?
Craig said he would cut my hair.
I would like it layered. Do you know how to put in layers? Is it 5:30 yet? I mean,
It's way past 5:30, but that doesn't have anything to do with anything.
She wants to cut your hair now, Brian.
Oh, is that Craig or Nikki? It's got to be Nikki.
Oh no, are you Craig or Nikki?
Are you Craig or Nikki? I can try to put layers in your hair because I know Craig cuts hair.
You
but
guys
this says
just
Nikki's turn.
rented a house in Tucson?
Oh, guys, just rented a house in Tucson. I'm officially to be an AZ in 2 days. I have to sign papers. Oh, so Pedro's got a rental set up.
Oh, so you're in Tucson.
Hey, Mom, there's Mom. Haha,
Hi, Mom.
it's me. Wait, I don't know what that means.
It
that
is
doesn't answer
me.
whether it's Nikki or Craig.
It says Nikki,
I
so
guess it's
I'm
Nikki.
going to assume it's Nikki. It says it's
Hi,
me.
Mom. Welcome. This is the hair 2 weeks in.
Stop messing with it because I'm afraid that it's going to blow over here to my goopy lips.
Hi, Mom. It's really Craig. I knew it. I knew it was Craig because Craig talks about cutting hair.
Oh, man. Now my hair is... Oh, well.
So, yeah, it's 6:03, so
I
we
need
can
to
talk about whatever, whenever. If anybody's got any questions or anything, throw them out. I don't know if you noticed, and it's come even farther. Some people already know because I do share pictures sometimes with some people. But
The sill plate?
The sill plate. So you saw hopefully the picture in the thumbnail for this video and or the post that I put out. Sill plate was going really well, and I finished it. It's killer.
It's pretty killer. Hey, it's Danny.
Hey, Danny.
Danny from Happy Farms.
You'll see another video hopefully very soon that shows kind of the rest of the sill plate.
Hey, I feel like there's a big space above our head.
It's my bedtime. I'm an old 40. Well,
I remember 40. Just wait.
That was a while back.
I'm 15 years older than you. Just wait. I would give anything to go back.
I've seen it. It's looking good. Oh, the sill plate.
If I only had a time machine, I would love to have.
I should say, did you have you posted any more beyond the YouTube video? Have people seen more, like maybe on Instagram or something, or Facebook or anything?
Possibly, no.
Because since the YouTube video, the last one yesterday, was just kind of the start of the sill plate. We were still trying to figure it out. But over the course of 2 days with Jared's help, thank you, Jared. I don't think he's on here yet, but we made some good progress those 2 days and learned a lot. And then I was able to finish up myself after that. So,
howdy, Alan.
Hey, Alan. Actually trying to stay up for the Warriors game. So wait a second. Warriors, that's got to be, you're in California. Wait,
no,
Warriors.
She's in Louisiana.
Warriors.
Louisiana.
Wait, Golden State. That is California, but you're not in California. Apparently.
I think she used to live in California.
Because if she was in California, she'd be on our time.
I think she was like a surfer girl or something.
All right. David Edward Tolson, the sill plates look awesome. Will you fill them with any type of material, gravel, before putting on the bales? Yes, we will. Good call. We are going to fill them with pea gravel. A couple reasons. One, a capillary break so that water doesn't travel up into the bales. Water can't travel up through pea gravel. Two, it'll give us a nice flat surface there because obviously there's cavities in the sill plate currently. So yes, good question, and you answered it yourself. We will be putting gravel in there. That was the plan all along. You could even go as far as to put some sort of actual insulation, like rigid foam insulation in there. But because we've got the rebar in there and everything, I think I'm just going to go with gravel. I think it'll be easier. I think it'll do the job. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's one of the next steps. There's a few next steps before we actually get to bales. They're not massive steps, but there's a little bit of thought involved in things. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup as far as just filling in some of the gaps with the sill plate. I may use a few shims here and there. I may push the dirt around a little bit here and there. I'll probably do some tamping, put some gravel in there, and we've got to get our window and door bucks in place before we actually start to stack the bales. But we're close to stacking bales, but there's a couple of steps still.
Do we have to go get the windows and doors before we get the...
We do not. I've said this a few times.
I know.
We do not have to have them in hand, but we have to know what they are.
I'm not listening.
So...
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Nikki asked how secure is the sill plate with the rebar. It is fantastically secure. It's better than I thought it would be.
That thing is not going anywhere.
Fubar Ranch, awesome name. I don't recognize that.
Name.
That's an excellent name.
Fubar Ranch.
Love what you're doing. Where or who have you gotten your building ideas from? How did you learn to do your sill plate?
Oh my gosh. This is like groundbreaking. Can I speak?
Literally groundbreaking. Where did we come up with the idea for our sill plate?
Brian and Craig are both engineers, and they just came up out of their what.
I'm not going to say this hasn't been done because I don't know if it has or has not. But
I don't think it has.
The combination that we've got going out there with the tires and the rebar and the wooden sill plate, that is just me and Craig just talking ideas. And that wasn't the first idea we came up with. And even when we came up with the tires and rebar idea, it wasn't exactly what we ended up doing. We kind of modified it as we talked. I was like, well, I'm not comfortable with that. And we just kept working it. And eventually we got to this, and I'm really pleased with it. But it's literally just me and Craig just talking through this.
Okay, now read some comments.
And we got it.
Brian looks like recently out of the Marines.
Haircut looks good. Yeah. Thank you, Pedro.
He gets that a lot.
Yeah, even before this, I got that a lot.
Any thought of laying down
a quarter-inch hardware cloth on the sill to prevent any critters? It is tempting.
On the floor, or
he's talking about on the sill,
underneath the pea gravel.
Well, it would be over the pea gravel probably in this case, but. That's a good question. I am still thinking about it. And even beyond the sill, just literally our whole floor inside, I am still debating what to do to kind of prevent critters because we're built on dirt here basically, right? So yeah, there's tires underground and that's a little bit of prevention, but they don't go super low. So if the critters want to go low and tunnel like a what do we have?
They're pocket gophers.
Gophers. If the gophers want to dig, they could literally come right into the house. So I don't know if we're going to go hardware cloth over a whole place or. Thanks, Mom. You're welcome, Mom.
So Nikki or not Nikki, it's Craig. I'm thinking about using the rebar trick for the top plate.
It worked out really well. I'm really pleased with it. Yeah, hardware cloth is an open question. I'm not sure. I am worried about critters basically all around that thing. So I'll admit, especially since we want to do an earthen floor, I'm very worried about critters. I don't know what it's going to take to stop them. I'm still thinking about it. Haven't made a decision. But
I think I would like to do hard work.
Pedro says, I would love to do it. I've heard snakes being able to get in easy.
What is the one with the... Didn't we put some hardware cloth and they still got in?
We didn't. We put chicken wire, which has big holes. What we did learn from our experiment with our raised bed garden, we built a garden box and we lined the bottom of it with chicken wire. Now, chicken wire has pretty big holes in it. So what we learned from that experiment is chicken wire isn't enough. That's what we learned from that.
Tim's watching.
So hardware cloth, maybe.
Hi, Tim. I love you, Tim. Where's your sister?
So Fubar Ranch, do you feel the sill plate tied in with the rebar will be strong enough to keep the winds we've been having lately from blowing the house over?
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
It keeps me up at night, I'll admit. It does scare me, but it is solid. I am pretty... And to tell you the truth, so not that I'm going to say don't worry about the winds or anything like that, but I've thought about this. Somebody else brought up the fact that, they're worried. I think it was Dawn. We were talking about foundations, and he was talking about what he's going to do with his and how he's going to tie everything together. And it was then that it hit me, we've had a shed out here, a 12 by 24 shed with 2 feet of overhang on a roof all the way around it. Now, again, I'm not saying that this means you should do this with a house, but we've had a shed out here, 12 by 24, that is just sitting on skids. Those skids are sitting on a gravel bed. They are not tied to the ground. The shed is tied to the skids with a couple of toe-in screws. Those skids are not tied to the ground in any way. Again, I'm not saying this is good. The wind could potentially send that thing flying, but it's been up there for now almost 2 years, and it hasn't gone anywhere.
Okay.
We're going to be tied to the ground.
Go to the comments again.
Well, I'm only 2 comments behind. Calm down.
Okay.
So, David.
Sometimes they start scrolling really fast.
Don't worry about it. We're all right.
You're in control of
David
this?
said, I've stored a lot of hay and straw in my life. You'd be surprised what you find in the bottom row after a couple of years. The 90-degree rebar bend tie down is genius. Thank you. I have done really nothing with straw. I've read. And
have you ordered the
Mickey/Craig says, have you ordered the trusses yet? No, I have not. I am drawing. So I finished as I said, I finished the sill plate. So that means we have exact measurements. I am now working to draw up in SketchUp a drawing that I can send out to multiple truss companies that will show the exact measurements, heights of the 2 walls, distance it has to span, the overhang I'm going to ask for and everything. So I'm working on those drawings right now so that I can make that phone call hopefully before the end of the week. or that email
A little
that's going to
more,
ask for a couple of bids for trusses, hopefully.
a little more complicated than the Three Little Pigs building. It will take more than Arizona Wind.
I hope so. I hope
We've
so.
had people ask us, what are you going to do when the big bad wolf comes?
I realize it's not concrete. I realize rebar can rust. I get all this stuff, but I think it's going to be all right. I feel pretty confident, but that's just a feeling. I haven't done this before, but I think it feels pretty good. Sweet, get on with it.
Yes,
Greg. Yeah,
we're getting on.
I know. He's talking about ordering the trusses. I know. I need to order the trusses. What I need to ask for is like 3 or 4 bids and see where they come back. Because as I said, the last couple of weeks, even though I'm optimistic with these couple of companies telling me that they could turn it around a lot faster, I have no idea what the cost is. So it might be outrageous. We're going to find out. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
This is an ice
hopefully
pack.
We're going to find out real soon here.
It's pretty hot today. It was like 91 today.
And I don't know, even when I ask for that quote, I guess technically most of them probably say that they could turn around a quote in like a week. So I might get an answer back from them in a day. I might get an answer back from them in a week. So we'll see. And of course, the clock of how long they say it takes to deliver it won't really start until I say yes and send them money.
If 3 days goes by and we haven't heard them, we should call them back.
So
maybe
we'll see how that goes. And then there's then there's also let's say I pick a company, they say they're going to do it in 4 weeks. I say, yes, I pay them. In 4 weeks, they might say, well, we're backed up. So, this whole process is going to be just a cross your fingers. We'll just do the best we can.
If it moves, just have
that house ain't going anywhere, David. That house ain't going anywhere. Good. I like that opinion.
Yes.
If it moves, just have Jim from Green Dream Project come over for a weekend and build a giant gabion around everything.
We have a bunch of rocks.
Good idea. Oh, good job,
thanks.
Nikki/Craig. 14
Thanks,
viewing,
Craig,
only 7
Nikki.
thumbs up. Where y'all at?
Wait, they're known as Cricky.
I don't like Cricky. I don't
don't
like
like
it. I won't
Cricky?
use it. I don't like it.
I thought Scary? Who was Scary? Oh, that's Scott and Sherry.
That's funny.
His sister's name is Sherry. And
I haven't seen them on here
we call them Scary. Scary Scott.
Anyway, that's big progress over the weekend. Again, big thanks to, I don't think he's on here. Jared was out here for 2 days. And Minerva. Hey, JCDC.
Hey, Dave and Julie.
Big thanks to Jared and Minerva. Again, it wasn't the most strenuous job in the world or anything, but it was nice to have another body here, another set of hands, another mind. Kind of, we were bouncing stuff off of each other, kind of making decisions on the fly of how best to handle something. We didn't get everything right, and we got a little smarter as we went along. But by the time he left, even though we weren't finished, things were set pretty solid, and I could then do the rest myself, and we had figured out kind of a pretty good system. So big thanks to Jared. Will the straw bales hold up and not shift with the straps and compression method alone, considering there won't be wood framing around the bales? Good question. Short answer, yes, I think so.
Nice
Thanks, guys, for the hair. Short answer, yes, I think so. Longer answer, we're gonna try to now. Obviously, making corners.
Did you say longer answer?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Well, again.
Just kidding. Don't have a cow.
So longer answer. Just like anything else, just like wood framing, you're gonna make corners, which obviously will help. Putting a roof on will help. That helps tighten everything up, right? So
plus the bamboo.
I think I'm hearing the fan.
It does have bamboo strips.
That's what I was going to say. So we're talking about putting bamboo pieces on the inside and outside and tying through the bales that bamboo and squeezing it up against those walls on either side to kind of tighten it up. Now, that's not a definite yet. We've got to take a look at this bamboo, see if it's good, see if we can actually use it. But that would be another strengthening technique. So I think it'll be okay without the bamboo, but if I can get a hold of some decent bamboo and it seems to work, I think we might try that additional step. Should make things a little stronger. People at work. Oh, David's at work? People at work suspicious as to why I was laughing. Back to work.
Oh, it's morning time. Look forward to
watching things go up. Thanks, David.
Thanks, David. Get back to work. Taylor and Melissa asked the Truss company for a late penalty if they miss the deadline. That's
I'm sure I could ask that, but you know what they'd probably say to that? Good luck. But it's an interesting suggestion.
Hey, Brian. For the trusses.
Brian, for the trusses. I would suggest asking your neighbors for suggestions, experiences with contractors. Yeah, I mean, the reason I started out at the place I started out at, which was Southwest Truss, is because we got a recommendation from Bill and Athena at Canelo, and Bill and Yvonne used them, and so that's why I was gonna go with them, but that timeline is just not good.
Hi, Tom.
So I might ask around to see if I can get
Don
some
and
ideas on these others.
Tom and Don. Domaton.
Tom, welcome. Don, welcome. Nikki, hi, Bri. Oh,
hello again,
Craig
Don.
is saying hi to his brother.
We just saw Don.
Bri with a Y, by the way. Bri with a Y is B. Avondale. I'm Bri with an I. Pedro, hey Taylor, I'm after this. I'm after the live. I'm going to be giving you a call. Okay, you guys get together.
Pedro's Desert Living.
Get together.
Hey,
Don
Jim.
says hi. Mulch says hi.
Hey, Jim.
Jim and Jessica. Hey, y'all.
Sorry you didn't get to see us today.
We're very sorry you did not get to see us today, Jim. But we're glad you got your task done, taken care of.
It loves its new home. Oh, my mulch.
The mulch.
My mulch says hi. That's funny. Don's funny.
So what else? Like, I just wanted, again, big progress this week. That Sill plate was a big. It's like, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's a fairly minor task, but it felt big to me, and it was something I wasn't sure how it was going to perform. So I'm really, really excited about how I think it's performing. It looks really good to me. It looks solid. It feels solid. I'm really, really excited about it.
Thanks for hanging on to the payload.
No problem, Jim.
Hi, Jim, you cool earth bag dude.
So yeah, that was. I think that's our big news this week. Obviously, is the Sill plate. So you all got to see some of it if you watched yesterday's video and the picture for this, but we've gotten even further, and there should be another video pretty soon that shows some more.
Yeah,
it went really well.
We're shooting for. Can I say what we're shooting for? Tuesdays.
We can try.
Tuesdays and Fridays on.
We've been meaning for a long time to get a little more consistent, a little more frequent with our videos, and I've been saying in the last couple lives we're trying to transition. Pam did most of that last video, yesterday's video, just so you know. I think the idea of mixing up, Pam filming and kind of interacting with me and others while we're doing some building work and stuff, and maybe mixing in a little other footage around the homestead, we'll see how that goes. I think it's going to make for more interesting videos. I think she's going to be able to keep up with our progress a little better. So we are going to shoot for, I'm not going to announce it officially, but we're going to try and get like Tuesday and Friday videos. So to give us something to talk about on the live, and after the live, you'll get to see maybe some progress that comes after the live. So hopefully we can keep up with that.
Fubar asked the question.
Craig says, that's huge. Great job, Brian. Don says, Brian, the foundation looks super. Thank you. Jim says he only took the package. How big is your home going to be? Square feet? Good question. Fubar Ranch.
The package. It's a secret package.
I did throw the measurements into that video very briefly, but yeah, the outer measure, they're a little funny just because of where we ended up landing on the tires.
It looks bigger.
The outer dimensions are 33 and change wide by 27 and change deep, but that includes a 15-inch sill plate on either side for the bales. So the interior dimensions will be close. I was going for 30 by 24. We ended up about 31 by 25, about a foot bigger in each dimension. So if you multiply that, interior square footage is about 775. It's actually a little bigger than we had planned, but not a lot. So that's manageable.
They're going.
I see. We'll try and keep up here. Jim, Dawn's talking to Jim, skulking around Brian. Pam's
how long will it take to put up the window bucking?
Nikki, how long will it take to put up the door and window bucking? It probably won't take very long to put it up. What I have to do is decide what those window sizes are and exactly where they're going. So I just got to take a day, sit down for a few hours and say, this is what we're doing here.
Thanks.
They shouldn't be very hard to build.
Thanks, Shirley.
We've got to put them up.
She said I look nice.
Oh, Pam got all spiffed up for this.
I took a shower.
Pam's freshly showered. So yeah.
I had to. I was covering dirt for mulching.
Just like everything else I say, that job really shouldn't take that long, but there will be a lot of thought that goes into it. And I'm sure it'll take longer than I plan to, but it shouldn't be too bad. But I do need to make that call for the trusses to get that clock going.
I am awake. I'm awake right now. I had
Pam did the video. LOL, love her.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
I know.
Well, you were talking.
Well, I was talking a bunch.
Pam looks awake. Oh, maybe the shower woke you up for this one.
Yes, that was good to take a shower beforehand.
Don says hi to Tom. Skulking nose, streaking around there. Jim, you were streaking. Well, we got you on our trail cam. We might have you on our trail cam, Jim. I hope they don't have security cams. He was way ahead of me.
We should get some. I want to get some game cameras because I saw raccoon prints. I saw coyote.
JCDC says they do. It would be nice to have some trail cams around here. I'm sure we'd see some things.
That would be cool.
You look nice. You look happy, awake. Yeah,
Thank you.
This is fresh Pam.
Fresh Pam.
Of course, about
Fresh
40 minutes into this
Pam.
video, she'll be, especially if I start talking too much, she'll trail
we're
off.
already halfway there. Well,
Brian, glad that rebar didn't bite you or your helper when laying it into the foundation. I had one slice my finger nice. Oh, yeah. Rebar is dangerous, especially once you cut it, especially cut it yourself, get some real sharp edges.
There were no injuries?
Rebar's dangerous. Yeah, knock on wood. I think I'm done with the rebar for a little bit at least, but yeah, we got through it without any injuries. Yeah, rebar's a little dangerous. You got to be careful.
Let's see what your mom wrote.
Of course, he has security cams. He's afraid of someone stealing his bales.
We put mouse traps in them. We told Jim we put mouse traps in the bales.
Not to be outdone by the car trunk lid. Yeah, Dawn, you're having all kind of trouble out there.
Come on by, Jim. We need the footage. But that was months ago, not to be outdone by the car trunk.
So yeah, we should have said something, or maybe we will at the end of the next video. Maybe it's worth noting. And again, I don't want to jinx anything, but yeah, making it through that whole process without injuries was pretty nice because that can be scary. Zombie!
Yeah, the way they were like stepping on that rebar,
and
I was afraid they were going to.
We were stepping on it, leaning on each other. It got a little dicey a few times.
Got a little dicey.
It's touch and go for a minute.
They were getting a little touchy-feely out there with each trying to get that rebar to go down.
It's funny, if you saw the video and if we haven't shown any other footage of us bending rebar, I made that look like a way bigger deal than it was. I didn't know what to expect. So when I got on the ground and sat down and pulled on that thing, turns out after we did like 2 of those, we were just kind of standing up, just pushing it over. It wasn't as big a deal. Then you had to stand on it a little bit, but it got much easier once we realized what we were dealing with. I made way too big a deal out of it the first couple times.
Don asks, are there any creatures trying to nest in the straw bales?
Everybody asks that. Not visibly. And same question with the carport. If you've seen how the carport is made with a bunch of kind of open spaces, I checked the carport. I checked it today. It's not that they don't land on or anything, but they're not nesting anywhere.
They're just on the top of it.
Birds coming in and out of the straw a bunch, I will admit, and I've even seen them kind of go under the pallets and everything. So I'm sure there's some activity out there, but I haven't seen a whole lot of like crazy like nesting and things. But again, when we do take it out, we'll be super careful. There is entirely the possibility for some things to be there. So. Mom says I've got some rebar in the garage. I wonder how easy that was going to be to bend. If you've got the right setup, rebar actually surprisingly with the right setup and the right leverage is actually not that big of a deal to bend, but you need a nice setup to do it.
You gotta have some pipe.
It's really not bad at all. It does not take a ton of strength. It just takes the right setup.
Those muscles are impressive.
How many streakers you have crossing your property on cam? Is that normal thing?
They would probably get shot, I'm guessing.
Jim can bend rebar by hand, just kind of.
I want to.
Oh, with my mind, he says. Wow, those muscles are really impressive. Did I make a muscle? I swear I didn't try. I swear.
He's got some guns.
Or maybe she's talking about Jim's emoji muscle.
I was thinking that too. It looks like he's been working out. He's wearing black. You can't see it.
Can't see anything.
You can't see his muscle.
I'm in pretty decent shape right now.
I put out that beach video. That beach video on my channel, and Brian.
I didn't even suck it in on the beach video. I could have made it look better. She caught me off guard.
Oh man,
I wasn't prepared.
I should have had you like flex your abs.
You have to realize it's not the rebar that bends, but it's yourself.
It's not.
There is no rebar.
There is no rebar.
Gotcha, Jim.
There is no spoon.
There is no rebar.
Off-grid fit.
Yes, I am off-grid fit right now. I'm loving it.
Jim's buff.
I don't know that I'd say I'm in the best shape of but I'm in pretty good shape. I've been stronger in my life, but I was heavier when I was stronger. Now I'm thin and I think fairly strong.
I've been seeing a bunch of people like doing nude yoga and stuff on Instagram. Maybe we should start doing nude building.
Now that is dangerous. I won't even go out I don't go anywhere on the property. I mean, it's tempting to go out like without a shirt and try and get a little bit of tan or whatever, but I know the first time I do it, I'll get cut on something. I mean, it's dangerous out there.
I laughed at my own joke.
John says I've been definitely working out. Oh, okay, not in a gym. watering things in my 5-gallon pails and digging holes for 20 trees. Hey, this is the new CrossFit, I think. I think we've got the new CrossFit here.
Building is the new CrossFit.
That's revealing.
Yeah. It is Melissa.
Hi,
your
Brian.
hair is
It's
looking
Melissa.
good.
Your hair is looking good. Thank you.
Are you saying?
I
I
think
thought
it
you were
looks
talking
pretty
about
good.
mine.
She said, hi, Brian.
Oh, hi, Brian. I didn't see
It's
that.
not all about you, babe.
I was gonna say mine's a little fried on.
I think it looks real good 2 weeks in, but the moment she cut that down to a 1, it was a little weird.
Leo
It was a
asks,
little
"Is
weird.
there enough sunscreen for that?" Yeah, he already sprays about a
Oh.
gallon of sunscreen.
Yeah, so I thought this past weekend, my haircut was about a weekend. Actually, I went to Mexico right after this haircut, right?
Yeah.
And I swear I sprayed my head with sunscreen. And when we spent a bunch of time out doing the sill plate, and I swear I sprayed my head. But my head for the last couple of days has been a little tender, and then it got a little itchy, which I don't know if anybody out there burns and peels, but what that probably means for me is that I burnt, and I'm probably gonna peel. My head
Don't do that.
is probably gonna peel.
Don't.
Itchy.
I don't want it to blow on
Because
on my person.
I got sunburn on my head, I think. So
Let Taylor know I'm going to call after the Taylor.
Taylor, Melissa, Pedro's going to call you after the live.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
I need a haircut. I like to have long hair, but this is just not. I don't like it. Anyway.
There is no nude yoga on our cameras.
I'm
Now
not
I'm the one
even
that's
kidding
tired.
you. It's that spot on Instagram. They have it's a channel.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Nude Yoga Girl, and I don't know how I got to. I watched it ever since years ago.
So what else is going on? What'd you do this week?
I did some painting.
What'd you paint?
I started a painting.
Oh, you're doing some for fun paintings.
I've got this one where I did this one for a friend.
Well, that's a good one.
Ooh, that's a good one. And then I started a couple that I'm doing for my dad,
That's a
but
good
he
one.
doesn't know. Ooh, that looks just like the picture.
That is nice.
Thanks. I like to do that. That's fun.
But not as much as you went through a stretch there where you were painting like crazy. You had a whole week where almost all you did was
Yeah,
paint.
I have 2 more paintings I'm working over there. 2 more back here I'm working on too.
So
And I'm trying to make videos, trying to work out.
we've done a few loads of mulch here and there. That's always good. After I don't know if I said this or if anybody can see this in videos and stuff, but when CJ moved a bunch of dirt here with his dozer or tractor or whatever you want to call it, he churned up the ground a good bit, and our ground gets super powdery, like flour, and it's just really soft around here and dusty and messy and weird, like moon dust, weird feeling. So I try to get a lot of mulch on some of that dirt because it's just messy, and so we've been doing that a good bit.
Brian says he likes my time-lapse paintings. I think I'm going to start
I think you should do that more.
I'm going to start doing those more on my channel because
I think a lot of people found that interesting.
I might lose subscribers because we're going to do most of the building stuff on MidlifePrices channel. But
Don says, oh yeah, Don mentioned his haircut. He said, I got my first real haircut from a pro in 14 months or so.
Thank you.
He didn't want to hurt me. Said loose skin hanging from my head. What?
Ah.
Turns out it was dried white paint.
Oh.
An off-grid scenario. Yeah, that's typical off-grid. Yeah, I haven't had. I've had 1 or 2 professional haircuts over the past couple of years because if we were just somewhere where
one time I think in 3 years he said
it's hard to pay that price, and they've gotten more expensive.
I have had 3
They're so expensive.
professional haircuts in 3 years.
I think I've had 2 or 3 since we've been out here.
We power.
It's just I can't justify the price. That's a lot of money for that.
Just think if I got my hair colored.
You probably could get a haircut more often, but you only get a haircut every once in a while. I need a haircut literally like every month. So you take that number and multiply it by 12. That's a chunk of money.
Do you have any idea what the average woman spends on their hair?
Oh, yeah, I do, and it's crazy.
I don't.
Crazy.
I'm not the average.
Probably
woman.
$100 every time they walk into a place, and they probably do that every month or so. Yeah, that's insane.
Oh, you're gonna have to. We're gonna have to do the karaoke over on my channel. He's a stickler over here.
Don says, "Ouch! My haircut cost $30, and there was this pressurized screen, saying what % of a tip do you want to add?" Yeah, Yeah, so there's,
Yeah,
I was thinking
that's-
25 to 30 bucks for a haircut, even the simplest of haircuts, right? 25, 30 bucks and a tip. So that adds up. Well, if every month for a year, that adds up.
Raj.
I still have your baby locks in an envelope. You do?
Oh, baby locks.
Leo says my wife does mine. That's good. That's a lot of money. I mean, if you multiply that out, that's easily $400 a year. Easily. That's a lot of money.
You're not losing subs. I love your paintings. Oh, thank you.
Oh, I do my son's. Oh. I know Craig.
Cool.
Craig cuts his own, which I can't. Well, unless if I just did the buzz all over, I could maybe potentially do it myself. But Craig does what I normally have, which is a kind of a fade up into a longer, and he does that himself. And I don't know how you do that around the back. I can't even imagine.
I don't know
doing it yourself. That's
I
crazy.
can barely do it, and I can see the back. Your mom is saying that you never gave her a tip.
You want a tip, Mom?
Have a lovely painting.
Look both ways before you cross the street.
I have a lovely painting by Pam. Once I get the drywall up, I can hang it.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I gave Don a free one, so I could do. I feel like that.
He got what he paid for. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Sorry, Don. I hope I'll do you a better one someday.
Yeah, Craig, you're all pro. And it looks like there's a lot of people doing spouses haircuts around here. DC says JC
hair.
does mine.
Oh.
I don't ever bother with hair. I shave. I've been like this for 25 years. Oh, Pedro, I can tell Pedro's got a tight buzz on his head
Desert
there.
Off Grid. Hi Desert Off Grid. Terry and Michelle.
Hi Desert Off Grid AZ. Michelle has cut my hair for many years, so I totally get it. Saves mega money. Yeah.
I was gonna make a list. I did start a list of
to try and keep everybody's name straight. It's hard. I love my painting, Pam, says Dawn.
Oh, thank you. It was a sunflower.
Does anybody have any horror stories with all your spouses cutting your hair? So until this last one, Pam had, now she doesn't always get it right on the first try, but she fixed them up mostly. Until this last one, that's the first one that got real bad.
What is your commission for? Oh, I work very cheap. I think
JC wants to know, what is your commission for
this little one that I did? Oh, I got hair on me.
It's not bad.
This little one that I did, I'm actually trading a woman. She's gonna give me like some planters or something.
Alan says men's cuts in West Virginia, $12.
I'll do it for like $20.
It depends on the painting, but yeah, she's
how many?
It's not a lot.
I don't charge much.
I'm not cutting my fingers as much these days when I do the social distance haircut. So Don was doing his own, I think, right before this previous one. Mom, I always cut my own. Did your dad's and all? I know she did all of us and
you still
Dad.
cut your own?
I didn't remember that my mom cut her own hair. Saved mega bucks over the years. And even back then, you probably could have got, well, I mean, money was different, but she probably could have got a kid's haircut for probably $10 or less. I mean, they're getting more and more expensive nowadays, but yeah, we were four kids.
That's crazy.
So that would have added up, I'm sure. But
the hillside view of the property shows a real improvement.
The poor man's drone.
We call it the poor man's drone footage.
Is an even I mean, for you guys, yes. Even for us, I was just telling Dawn today. It's we were talking about the mulch, and I don't even notice the mulch or how good it looks or how much it improves the property. I guess from down here, just walking around on it every day. But when I walk up that hill, which I don't do all that often, when I walk up that hill and look down, man, what a huge difference.
Hey,
it's really nice.
Okay, DC said.
DC wants to know what the build schedule looks like now. Are you on track? We're tight. I'm not looking super far out into the future. I'm just trying to get to monsoons. I'm just trying to get walls and a roof before monsoons. We have the potential to get there. A lot of it, unfortunately, hinges on other people, and me. I've got to get this request for bids out for trusses. It's mostly going to depend on how quickly they can turn these trusses around for us. So we don't know, but we're going to do the best we can. But I'll admit, I haven't thought much past that. I'm just trying to get a roof over this thing before the rains come. So we have a path to get there. It's going to be tight, and it's going to depend on some of these companies. So we'll see. Don't know yet.
Shirley Price, if you're
Dawn says to Shirley, if you're in the area, I have to show up for a cut.
A haircut. He wants a haircut.
I don't know how long it's been since Mom gave a haircut. When's the last time you gave a haircut? Apparently you're doing your own, but Have you given a haircut to anyone else in a while?
Fashion razor blade. It's older than I am.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
Anytime, you're always welcome. Oh, wait. He wants you to come here and cut his hair. Shirley, you need to come here. We'll take you to Dawn's and you can cut his
Green Dream Project. Do the best with what you have. 20 watching, only 14 thumbs up. Good job, Craig. Get some thumbs up out there.
Do the best you can with what you have.
I figured Mom's giving Ron a few haircuts. Jim, good call. Do the best with what you have. I'm getting better at it. I say this all the time. And for those that know me better, know more, I'm not good at this.
You're not good at what?
Trying to kind of press forward and make the best out of stuff that I always try to plan everything. I'm getting a little better, sort of rolling with some punches. I don't want to get us in trouble with this whole, trying to push forward with the bales and get the roof up before the rain. I'm still cautious, but I'm trying to just say, hey, we're going to deal with it, right? We're going to figure out a way. So that's me trying to grow. Hopefully it works out.
Thumbs up or us.
I want some water. Oh yeah, in the drink.
Sounds like all hands on deck to help type thing. Well, when we get the bales up, for sure.
We might get some help out for the bales. We may not. We may want some help for the trusses. Just the sheer size of them. I mean, I haven't seen it over at Bill's.
It is Craig.
The size is. I mean, they're big.
It is Craig, not Nikki. I think Nikki maybe.
Oh, Brian says, yeah, I think Nikki is actually.
Craig is at the controls. Bam and Brian did what Bill and Yvonne did with the bales, help you learn some tips. Okay,
I mean, Don's asking if we learned from Bill and Yvonne on the bales. Yeah, some. I mean, other than the strapping system, which we both talked about beforehand, that is a great idea. They've followed fairly closely the kind of what Bill and Athena have done out at Canelo. They changed a few things. We're going to do a lot of things like they've done. We're going to do a couple things different. One of the things is the windows. Bill built his window bucks as really as boxes more than bucks from floor to ceiling. We're going to do the floor to ceiling window bucks. But yeah, I mean, we've learned from watching Bill and Yvonne for sure, and we talk about things from time to time. JCDC and the AC, we're on twice.
Oh, thanks.
Watching TV and chatting on phone. All right, nice.
Nikki wanted to be logged on.
It's Craig.
Okay. What Alan says, what are you going to use as a roofing material?
Good question.
Metal roof, the same as carport and shed.
We will use, or at least we plan to use. I haven't checked prices on that, I'll admit. Hopefully they haven't gone crazy. But we have a metal roof on our shed and a metal roof on our carport that both came from the same place, and we've been perfectly happy with it. So that's the plan. Same metal roof. It'll be a single slope, just like the two roofs we've done. Pedro, Jim, I'm waiting for your rain gutters. I keep seeing an announcement, but no gutters. We have to do gutters here.
I keep waiting for our rain gutters.
We still have to do gutters here.
But I'm waiting on a house, and I'd rather
Jim says they're coming. Malin, we're here. Welcome,
hi.
Malin and Dad.
Hi,
Forgot
Malin
it was Wednesday.
and Dad.
Guess that happens when you're retired.
Nikki's working on a project and listening on this.
Oh yeah, that's Nikki. Nikki's resting, which is working for her.
Nice for rain to slide down into barrels. Pool will be there watching.
When Jim posts his gutter video. Dawn says I will have my gutters connected to my rainwater tank in a few weeks, hopefully. Got to beat the monsoons. Yeah, Don's got gutters up on his, I don't know what they call it, cabin, or does he call it a cabin?
Cottage.
Oh, cottage.
He calls it a cottage.
Yeah. Don's got his gutters up. I still need to get our gutters up. Don said he got up, I don't know whether they call them plastic or fiber. I think they're plastic gutters, right? But he said that he was assured. Oh, I'm getting hot like that.
Oh, sorry.
Don says he was assured that they were made to stand up to the Arizona heat. So that's interesting. I do not want that. So I might still look into that.
25 watching, only 19.
Come on, y'all. More thumbs up.
Cottage. I will have my gutters. Oh, he said you just read that.
So yeah, that's a project. We've got a couple projects lingering in the background that we need to try and squeeze in while we're trying to get ready for trusses and all that stuff.
Bill and Yvonne, hi.
Hey, Bill and Yvonne.
We were just talking about y'all.
Talking to our neighbors.
Got caught.
Welcome, y'all. Couple projects lurking in the background that we need to try and squeeze in. One is gutters, and the other is pumping system for the water tanks. So
we're gonna have metal.
So we've got to try and squeeze those in. Brian, your house has just metal roofing damage. Yeah, definitely. We love the 2 metal roofs we have. I don't see any reason to go any other way right now, so that's what we're gonna do. What else is going on? Anybody else got anything else?
Anything?
The big news is the sill plate, of course. So
next is the window bucks.
Yeah.
Nikki says you should call your gutter video "Getting My Mind Out of the Gutter."
We'll put a pin in that.
And now that Thunder Mountain Metal Sills is in Benson, what? It's in Benson?
Are you serious, Bill?
Convenient. He's laughing.
Is he laughing?
I think it's in Tucson.
Did someone say Benson? Is that a joke? That's a joke.
Woo! Woo! Over my head.
Dawn, Brian, how did your move for the solar trailer go? I asked a long time ago, but don't remember what you said. They're right there on the 80 across from the power building.
The move of the solar trailer went no problem at all.
It went well. Easy. I did it with the quad. So yeah, we didn't even use the truck. It went really well. The physical move, but then I did have to do some reconfiguring of the ground wire, the grounding wire that went around the panels and down to the grounding rod in the ground. So I did have to do a little reconfiguration, but the physical move of it was pretty simple. I used the quad for it. This is news to me, Bill.
I thought they were
I did not know
Tucson now, or where did you go before when you got that one?
Well, I mean, they delivered, but Tucson.
Oh, they delivered.
Yeah. And I didn't actually physically go in the second time. The first time I went in when they were down in, I guess I call it Huachuca City, maybe, by Sierra Vista.
If you guys spend more time in Benson,
big sign right on the street, metal roof sales. Wow. I did not know that.
I go there quite a bit.
Maybe that'll shrink our delivery charge a little bit.
That'll be nice.
Because they did go by, I think, mileage on their delivery, but I did not know that. Thanks, Bill. Wow, that's good news. I'm not sure why they would be in Benson. They just made a move to Tucson. Do they have 2? That's interesting, but okay. I would recommend them. Again, not that I've shopped a million other places, but I haven't. But but we've been very happy with the metal roofs we got. I was happy with the prices. I've been happy with the product. I would recommend them. So
none of us were able to fly
Brian
our
says,
kites
how come
in
you
Mexico.
can't fly a kite? Craig can vouch and Pam can vouch.
He did get it up.
Pam didn't get all the footage. Wow.
He did get it up later.
Pam didn't get the footage later, but that kite I had, once I made a little tweak after that video, and it went all the way up. We had the line all the way out. It was really good. So we did good. It was Nikki.
Yeah, Nikki. Nikki.
Yes, they have 2 locations. Everyone that worked down in Tucson lives in Bed. I knew that they had a bunch of people that lived around here. I knew that.
I can't keep up.
Good to know. Upside down.
Pam worked too hard today doing
karaoke to Debbie Harry's Call Me.
I think
Pam was
that was
today.
you.
That was you, Dawn.
It was more Dawn. Dawn was singing more than anyone.
Garden of the Geeks.
Oh,
wow.
Hello, Garden of the Geeks.
I don't know Garden of the Geeks.
And Garden of the Geeks to Nikki. You as well.
JCDC falling on the floor. Nikki, it's true. Brian was killing it with the kite until I mangled my kite with his. Oh yeah, yeah. Pam also didn't get that footage. So mine was flying great, and Craig brought one out.
Intermingled.
And it crossed my line, and it just wound around it like crazy. It was interesting. But yeah, that was fun.
We were laughing so hard, and people were walking by.
We had a good time down there.
People were walking by on the beach, and they were laughing too. Remember that? Remember?
No, I don't remember.
It was fun. We had a great time. What is? Thanks so much for the tips.
Dawn says thanks to Bill. about trunk
Trunk
stuff.
covers.
Trunk stuff.
Trunk stuff.
We're good 50 minutes in. What
I
you
was
got? You got
thinking
anything
about
else?
what else
else?
what else did we do in Mexico that was funny? Anything happen in Mexico?
Garden of the Geeks. It's
What
been a
stays
while
in
since I was
Mexico?
here.
What happens in Mexico stays in Mexico.
Last time was when you were breaking down the cost of the shed. I just keep missing these sessions. Yeah, the shed's been a little while.
We should fly kites on your property.
We should have a kite flying party. It would be great to fly kites around here. I should have brought those things back.
We had about a 40-foot, what do you call it? Dirt devil, dust devil.
I got hit pretty good yesterday. I was out on the sill plate, and boy, I had to just turn. So I didn't even look, right? I could hear it coming.
You need one of those Captain America shields.
Yeah. I could hear it coming. You said something, I think.
Screaming out the door,
and I didn't even look. I just knew it was coming. So I basically just turned my head, right? And I thought, oh, I'll just turn my head for a second or two while it blows by.
A Speedo.
And it went for like a minute. I mean,
it took it forever.
And you were like screaming, but I wasn't going to turn and talk to you because I would have ate it. So I just turned my head, and it took a while for it to pass, and it was rough.
It lifted the trailer up. I swear, the trailer lifted off the ground, and a painting fell on my head. And I was texting Jim at the time. We were texting back and forth. So
yeah, this is a good kite flying area here.
Luckily, it was a small painting.
I was surprised Pam didn't make Brian wear a Speedo.
I wanted him to.
I think I would buy a giant bird to fly as a kite. I could see Dawn flying a big bird kite. Or maybe a fake pterodactyl. You know, there's a road by your place, Dawn, called.
Somebody might find his place and get in his cottage.
Pterodactyl. It's way out there. Let's see. But in Mexico, there was such a great place.
Brian could get away with a Speedo.
Totally. He could pull it off.
He's too shy, though. Sometimes he's walking around in here in his baggy underwear. And
easy. Nobody.
And oops, whoops.
And
I'll say, "Can I videotape you?" And he's like, "No."
Fubar Ranch. Another question: will your current solar setup be enough power for the straw bale house? Short answer: yes. Hopefully. Little longer answer, depending on how much you've seen of our videos and stuff. Right now, we're living off of 6 panels on a little mobile trailer out here with our equipment inside of it. That's what we're doing here. As I've said a million times, trailer super inefficient. It's just what they are. So we're getting by on 6 panels. I don't know what you're laughing at.
You'll see.
Oh, I saw it. Never mind. Okay.
No, we'll
get there in a second.
We'll get there.
But anyway, I'll answer the question first.
It.
But I have built a mount that has 9 more panels on it. Sadly, I haven't connected it up to our system because there's a lot of wiring involved and stuff, and it's a long run. So I haven't connected it. But so yes, the goal is for our system to be our final system, but we are currently running on 6 panels. We're going to up to 15. We already have them. We just have to put it all together. But yes, we should be able to run on what we have. That's the goal, I believe. So yeah, so Nikki / Craig says it was a great space. We were at a place down in Rocky Point.
It's a little bar called Cookies Cantina.
And we were talking to the owner. There was hardly anybody there, so we were just BSing with the owner, right? And I, just happened to mention a few times, this place is beautiful.
Wait,
it's a really nice spot.
But wait. He had a couple of drinks, so he kept repeating himself even more than he does. But he kept saying,
I said it was a great
space.
And they all made fun of me.
It's a great space. He kept saying it
was.
Over. You don't realize how many times you said
I
it.
know what I said. I know what I said.
But then later on, we kept giving him a hard time about it, and it was funny. Where are you going to put the new windmill?
Where are you going to
my God.
Stop at the windmill.
If you can see the windmills that are out, they're mangled because the winds are too much.
When people ask me why I'm not doing wind, I should just drive around town and take pictures of all the windmills that look like they're 6 billion years old.
They're all hanging mangled, most of them.
None of them are operational. No, there's no problem with wind. You can do wind, but it's just not my thing. And if I were in another climate, maybe I'd be interested in it. But I got 330 days of sunshine. Why would I worry about the wind? So,
Craig, this is Craig.
By the way, we're missing 2 dominoes. It's not just one; it's
Brian
2.
also had a big fit because we played dominoes.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
At the end of the game, he discovered that there was one domino.
Which, by the way,
missing.
I was winning. I was killing it. There were 2 dominoes missing, and we played almost a whole game before we realized that there were 2 dominoes missing, and that's bad news.
I was getting
I was
killed.
killing it.
I thought you were talking about the one he threw at me. One time he was all...
That never happened. That's never been confirmed.
And he got mad at me and started throwing dominoes at me.
That didn't happen. That doesn't sound like me.
That's the night we left in Mexico. We accidentally left the door wide open. Not only unlocked, but wide open. And anyone could have come in.
Bill says, with these winds, I've been thinking about getting a wind turbine. You should do that. You should do that, Bill.
Is he joking?
I don't know if he's joking or not, but either way, whatever.
Every time, like on someone else's channel, I'll see somebody saying, "Aren't you going to get a windmill?" And we start laughing because people are always asking us that.
Craig says I was getting killed in that game. I was over 300 points behind. Yeah, I think that's what made me so mad. I was crushing it. And then once I realized we were missing 2 dominoes, that basically made the game, just void. So my win didn't get recorded.
Plus, you threw a little alcohol in there, and Brian gets angry. Angry Brian comes out.
Don says,
I don't like drunk Brian.
It's a Garden of the Geeks. Yeah, I'm going to beat that Toyota truck up one of these days. Pedro, look into blameless wind turbines so you don't deal with crumpled windmill.
We know what he means. We know what you mean, Pedro.
I don't have a problem with anybody trying to do windmills, but I don't particularly see the need here for us.
Do you know a simple one that has a few parts? Maybe they are more high tech.
Bill says I'm dead serious. Go for it.
Oh.
Go for it.
All right.
But I don't feel like we have a shortage with the sun, so I just don't see the need.
There is a lot of wind, that's for darn sure. Darn tootin'. Windmill. I deciphered it, Pedro. Windows mill.
Autocorrect. Windows mill.
I just love autocorrect.
I don't want to cut anybody off, but I mean, we're pushing an hour. What do you got? You got anything left? Anything else?
Can I tell some more stories about when you got...
Don't talk about me walking around here and stuff. I don't know. It depends on what the story is. No.
Was I screaming? And no, I was...
And don't talk about being drunk because you exaggerate those stories. You exaggerate.
Wait, you did throw dominoes
There
at
is
me.
no proof. I do not remember throwing that.
Did you or did you not throw dominoes at me?
I say no.
He didn't even remember
no.
it. So I'm yelling at him, and then he was like passed out.
After you bend all the rebar down,
more stories.
A V-ball net for the more stories.
Okay, I think we've talked enough about the Sill plate.
Oh yeah, who wants to talk about the house that this is about?
Well, we got to sprinkle in some funny stuff too.
Oh, you're sprinkling. You're sprinkling a bunch. Volleyball net. What? Because that's like to mark the court. Twist some ankles out there.
I would love to play. I would love to play badminton out here. I always said I want to, but the trouble is, if you hit a birdie, it will literally fly off into
before we moved here,
nowhere.
One of Pam's one of her 100 wish list things was badminton. And after we got here and felt the winds blow all the time, that went out the window real fast.
The birdie would take off.
It's going to have to be horseshoes. I think horseshoes will be the only thing we can play out here with the winds.
Bags are fun. Bago or whatever. Cornhole.
I thought Brian brought up volleyball because I look like...
We used to play volleyball.
Because I look like Slider from Top Gun.
We used to play volleyball. That is actually how we met.
It is. There's another story.
Oh, boy. We were both married.
That's quite a story.
We were both married to
it's a little risque.
Other people. How many years ago?
That'll be on our After Dark channel.
Our Pam and Brian After Dark.
Our Taxi Cab Confessions channel.
What did we used to call that?
Ghost Devil versus Windmill.
What did we?
Backyard Confessional.
Backyard Confessions.
Craig and Nikki know about that. That was a Craig and Nikki thing. Backyard Confessionals.
We've hung out with Craig and Nikki for 20 years now.
When you have that party and most of the friends leave and there's just a couple of friends left, and you go out back around the fire pit, and stories start to come out.
Stories come out.
That's the Backyard Confessional.
Slider, really? Maybe Goose.
Hey, Pam said Slider. I never said it. Pam said I look like Slider. I'll take it because that guy's jacked.
You know what? Because Slider stinks.
Slider?
They said, you stink.
You stink. Anyway,
Cider stinks.
Goose dies. I can't be Goose.
You're stinky.
Goose dies.
What they used to call you when you were a baby? Or
Oh gosh,
stinky
Sherry's
poo?
not on here. Sherry's not on here to say it.
They used to call him Stinky Poo.
It was a game. Mom
Was
might
it game?
remember. She might remember.
What
Mom,
was
do you
the
remember
game?
Stinky Poo? It was
What was
tag,
the
basically.
game?
It was tag. But basically, when you were it, you were Stinky Poo. I'm not sure where that came from. Mom, can you tell a
Link
story
to
behind
channel,
that? Where
I
did Stinky
want
Poo
to
come
laugh.
from? Wow, link to channel. I want to laugh.
What does that mean? Link
Oh.
to channel?
The After Dark, maybe?
Oh.
Nice Toolman Ice Bag. That was funny.
Oh, yeah. That was on an earlier video.
If you haven't seen, that's the biggie, right?
That's a big shed.
So that's our that's our biggest video.
Oh, yeah.
Is
That's
it's actually the roof step of the
Our
shed. I think it's part 4 of the shed video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it right after this is over. Go watch it, because we had some friends out. Jared was one of them, and some Top Gun references came up, and then Pam tried to make a reference and just botched it horribly, and it was pretty funny.
I was going to say nice bag tool man. Oh, no. Never mind.
Mom said not telling any stinky stories. I literally don't remember where Stinky Poo came from. Sherry's not on here, but she might remember.
Yeah, Sherry, where are
But
you?
yeah, we basically played a game of tag, and whoever was it was Stinky Poo. I'm not sure why.
I wonder if any of my family are watching.
And I was
My
the
family.
youngest, so of course.
Is
Yeah.
that correct?
What's
If
that
any
now?
of my family are watching, or any of my family are watching.
That's a toughie.
Grammatic
Any R. I don't know.
family,
think
any
it's R.
family are.
The
The adult channel. Brian.
All right.
Brian didn't like it. Well, oh, never mind.
We're in a wow. Mom throwing out the emojis.
We're almost at an
We're,
hour, so we probably should wrap it
I mean,
up.
we could tell stories all night long.
Oh
and
yeah,
I'm sure, but you'll have to come back next time.
we got a whole
Tell your
lot,
friends.
whole lot of mo.
Oh, I like the thumbs up. 21 thumbs up for 22 people.
Woo!
Somebody hit that button. You guys are
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you so much, Food Bar Ranch.
Thank you, Fubar Ranch.
We like to think so, but
He really thinks he's awesome. Oh, weird! It just got.
sometimes the light just kind of changes if you shift your head right or something. It changes sometimes.
Dinner time. All right, y'all.
Yeah, come back out next time. Tell a friend.
Y'all come back.
We'll always have stories to tell.
You hear?
Both of us are talking about writing a book potentially at some point. So that's
I-
probably after the house is built.
Can I tell
but-
him? So
yeah.
I really do want to write a book, and I started writing a little bit, and Brian said he went back and read it, and he actually thought it
I should
was
on one of these
funny.
lives. I should read like an excerpt. I'll just read it. It's good stuff.
Good times.
So okay, we're probably gonna call it.
Ugh.
We've been on over an hour and it's 6:59. So we're gonna go ahead and call it, guys. Thanks everybody for hanging out.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Awesome progress this week. Hopefully we'll have a bunch to report next week. Hopefully some Truss news, or at least questions answered, hopefully. And hopefully some progress on window and door bucks, because that's what we need to get going on some bale stacking,
All right.
which will make it look like a real thing.
All right. Have a great week.
So we'll talk to y'all next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye, y'all.